are at Shelters by Jesus podcast, and we are so excited that you're with us, you're watching, you're listening, you're hitting subscribe, you're hitting like, you're sharing with your friends, because that brings money in. And if you want to help get people off the street, you go to sheltersbyjesus.com. If you'd like to give, it's $9. We'll get somebody off the street. We also have 4 books out written by the dumb hick from Skowhegan, me. And they have 2 prices, $10 are free. And you put your name and address right there and tell if you want books 1, 2, 3, or 4, all of them. We'll mail them right out to you. You also can call the office at 207-474-8833 and give them your name and address there, and they'll ship it. But the other thing you can do is get a tour. When you call that number, say, I'd like a tour, and you'll meet the residents. You'll see everything we have. And we're just excited about you being a part of this. So now, on to the podcast. All right, we're at the Bangor homeless encampments in Bangor, Maine, and we are so privileged. I got a bunch of young people that came from the University of Maine, R&O. You know, you hear, well, the young people don't care about nothing. Well, these young people do, and we're so proud that they're here. One of them is my great nephew, so I'm going to start with him, but we're going to ask him what they think of all of this. So, first one, and just give him your name.
Jaden Spalding.
And why are you here, Jaden?
Well, my dad's involved with the shelter and everything, and I wanted to kind of use our fraternity as a way to give back and use our organization. So shot him a call, and I heard you guys were coming out to some encampments and asked to get involved, so here we are to help out.
What have you seen?
Struggle. It's pretty eye-opening to see. You know, when you think you're having a bad day, it could be a lot worse. And I think a lot of people should get this experience. I think it'll open a lot of eyes.
Awesome. I want to pass it to the young lady because for a special reason. And your name is?
Katie.
Now, Katie, I'm going to ask you something that none of these guys can answer me, because you've walked down, you've taken some stuff for ladies living here. What would you think it would be like being a young lady living in an encampment?
Definitely would be tough. Seems to be a lot of struggle here, and I think that the sense of security sometimes could also be a huge question in play.
Now, because you got guys running around, you know, then if you were here, would you fear for your physical well-being?
Well, I mean, yes, I guess, because you don't always have access to certain products that you might need as a woman too. So to say, if you were having a period or something, you don't always have tampons or pads.
Yep. Which can lead to? Which
can lead to, well, different infections.
Yeah, so, right?
Yeah.
And unsanitary. So what?
Yep.
And also the idea of being attacked. What would you think about that? How old are you, Katie?
21.
You're 21. And some of these ladies, I don't think they're much older than you, some of them, are they?
No, they're not much older than me.
Yeah. So what would you feel like being them? Would you be I mean, here you got 5 guys standing around you, so nobody's going to touch you today. But how would you think about being here by yourself in an encampment like this?
I definitely think that, like, they most likely work as a unit as well, though. You know, you have to have a certain sense of trust in your neighbors, and if you don't have that, then you just don't have self-preservation and self-security, and you know, that would be really rough to have to fear for that.
Now I'm going to ask you a question again. Only a lady can answer this. That's why I'm asking her different than you guys. All right, there's those watching this. There's going to be some young ladies like yourself that are watching this, and they're thinking about, should I get involved in something like this? What would you tell them about your experience today? Is there something that you'd encourage young ladies to get involved with or not?
Yes, I definitely think so. I think that it's a good experience overall. It's good to see other forms and how people live their life, and especially, you know, there's good and bad in all, because you can have some of the worst days, but you can take back the best memories too. And helping out here today is really, it's been a good day. It has been a really good day.
You've enjoyed doing this?
Yep.
It's cold. If you guys can't tell how cold it is there, it's windy, it's cold, it's been damp. But these young people come out, and this young lady, I'm very proud of her. I'm sure her parents are. So Thank you, Katie. You want to pass that to Tom? And tell us your name, Tom.
Hi there, I'm Thomas Dean.
So what do you think about all this, Tom? Why, first of all, why did you come in the first place?
So I came because Jaden has brought it upon our fraternity, and it was a good opportunity to see how other people live their lives. And I think it's very unfortunate that people have to live like this. And when people think of a fraternity, they don't usually think of going around and helping people very much. But
no, they think of getting drunk and all that. That's usually what they think.
Yep, absolutely. But this has been an awesome opportunity for us to get out here and help people in need, and I'm very happy that we were able to do this.
Awesome. Well, Tom, we're really pleased you coming. Watching you guys taking the wagons, people watching this, they're taking wagons and hauling stuff out through the mud and stuff. There's people here that just physically unable to hardly do that. We got one guy lost toes to frostbite, you know, and these guys and gals, they're coming along and they're wheeling and wheeling and wheeling, and that makes a big difference to these folk. Yep, and it doesn't just help them, but you know what it shows them? Somebody actually cares because they're not used to that.
Yeah.
So I want to pass it to this gentleman. And your name is?
I'm Russell.
Russell. All right, Russell. So why are you here and what do you think of it?
Well, just as everyone else said, I'm here because this gentleman brought it upon our fraternity. And really, I think it's just great helping out the community. And again, you get to see what other people go through. And I think that seeing all of this stuff, especially today, on a day like today where it's all rainy, it could be the worst of days, and yet these people push through. And I think it really shows the strength in them that some people might not have. Because you look at them, and you might think poorly of them when really they're going through the hardest, and you don't know what they're going through. And so I think it's great being out here to kind of like get that experience, and it makes you think and realize just how good you have it, because some people might not.
Awesome. Awesome, Russell. You want to pass to this gentleman?
So my name is Garrett Vartanian. Like everybody else, I'm here today because of my fraternity. Like others have said, we thought it'd be a great opportunity for some of the guys to get out here and help out. As far as my own reflection on it,
that's what I want to hear.
Yeah. So when I first showed up, I was about to complain about how cold it was, and then I take.
And it is cold.
It is cold.
It's cold.
You know, it's cold every day for a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I noticed too is even though it's a cold day, you know, people out here have next to nothing. Some of them are smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
You know, so we should think ourselves, like, if people in this kind of situation can smile and laugh, then we really have nothing to complain.
That's a great point. That's a great point. So what does it mean to you to just be here? What does it mean to you personally to be here?
To be honest, it feels good because I'm kind of learning. You know, I'm in a situation that I've never really been in before. I've never been in a place like this, and it's a good opportunity to learn about what's really going on. You don't really know until you see it firsthand. So
does it look different to you here than it did on TV when you saw it on the news?
You know, even on TV, or if I'm just going through a city and you see it on the side of the road, you're not in it. You know, so once you're really in it and walking through, you know, these people's homes, you get a lot better sense.
All right. Thank you. One more guy.
I'm Ben Thrasher. Just like everybody else, I'm here with the fraternity. Great experience to help these people out. Really good opportunity for philanthropy for the fraternity. But, I mean, personally, I've never done anything like this.
Really? This your first time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Time doing anything like this.
So what'd you think of it when you walked into it?
It was definitely eye-opening. You drive past this stuff, you kind of don't really think much of it. But I personally like doing this kind of stuff. I definitely come back and do it again.
Would you?
Yeah.
So would you recommend people watching this to get involved in a project like this? Would you guys?
Absolutely.
Because I mean, we're watched by a lot of people, and you know they haven't had the experience of coming here. They're just seeing it from YouTube, like you guys, seeing it off to a distance. But boy, when it's up close and personal, you'd encourage them to come and at least get an eyeful for themselves, see what it's like. So, what do you think of the people that are here, that are coming in? How do you look at them?
Everybody's been very friendly. They have a great sense of optimism, it seems. Nobody has shown anything negative.
Any animosity toward you?
yeah, I mean, everybody here is making the best of what they got, and really positive.
And they're awful glad you're here, I can tell you that. So I'm going to close, Jaden, since your dad's one. I'm going to have you make one last statement. If you could get a point across to people watching this, what would you like to say to people watching this?
I would say to anybody that hasn't done anything like this before, you need to make the effort and do it, because it'll completely open your eyes. You get a whole different view. Again, when you're having a bad day, it could be so much worse, and it keeps you humble, so yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jaden. So thank you guys for watching. And there's all these young people, I almost said young guys, because I got a gal here, so I almost made a mistake. These young people that come and spend this time have been trying to encourage. They're encouraged. I encourage you to try what they did today. When we're headed to an encampment sometime and you're in the area, say, look, I'll just pop in and do what I can. They've been, but we worked you guys. So you guys were hauling stuff, and they've been trucking like crazy, man. I don't know if the truckers union will hire you now or not, but anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking, because that brings money in to the shelter. For $9 a month, if you go to sheltersbyjesus.com, you can get somebody off the street. So we want you to be a part of this. Encourage me to be a part of it. And until my next podcast, y'all come back now here.